Hello guys, and welcome to another ProfileTree video. In today's video we're covering an online presentation software called Slidebean. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so just a little bit of background knowledge on what Slidebean is. So Slidebean is, as we said, an online presentation software that uses artificial intelligence to help you create a professional looking presentations quickly and easy. Now, of course, the key features of Slidebean is the fact that it is AI powered, and that means that it's able to platform analysis for your content. It can suggest design elements that will best suit and fit your message. So depending on how you've laid out your presentation, of course. And this makes it easy for you to create a professional looking presentation in minutes. As well as that, you're also pushing towards a very nice, clean looking presentation to attract your audience, of course, when you are using the Slidebean presentation. Now, I just want to give you a guided overview on the actual website itself. So this is the Slidebean website. Now, of course, we've got options to have a look at the services they provide, some of the pitch deck builders services as well, and the tools for startup. Now, Slidebean does offer a mass amount or a variety of customizable templates for different types of presentations. Now, as we've seen there earlier on, we've got the pitch decks, you've got investor updates as well, which is the investor tracker. You've got sales presentations as well. Of course, there's a couple of different ones there for financial modeling and budgeting. So quite a few different categories in terms of using the actual presentation itself. Now, it's quite easy to get started. All we need to do is either log in and sign up. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Now, this will be the initial dashboard of your Slidebean presentation application. Now, as I've stated earlier on, you can go ahead and take a look at some of the presentation templates. There will be plenty to choose from. And of course, it will be depending on the category that you're basing your business off. You could use it for that, or however way you want to pitch another presentation per se. So they've got a couple of different ones there for Airbnb pitch deck template. They've got a Uber pitch deck. Of course, for those who don't know, they're very popular companies that provide. This one provides temporary stay for housing, where people can, of course, lend their houses towards for rent, pretty much. And Uber, pretty much the next generation of taxis or car services. Anyway, moving on. Here are some of the more popular templates. Of course, that's the three there. We've got basic templates to use for. We've even got startups, and these would more be towards just a couple of proposals, as you can see. Now we can promote businesses as well with presentations, such as using a company profile, consulting profile, and a business plan. You can have it for marketing plans. Now, what's handy about using Slidebean? Now, of course, you could do this all in PowerPoint if you wanted to, but if you wanted to create a AI-based presentation, then this would be the one for you. Now, there's the other ones that I was telling you earlier on, which is you've got the investor tracker, you've got document templates as well. So it's not just the actual presentations, but you can have some document templates there as well. You've also got some startup lessons just to assist you with how to get around using the Slidebean. Now, there's a few helpful, very, very helpful videos on the actual page itself, where it ideally talks more on the pitch deck. As you can see, there's an introduction there, demystifying pitch decks, the ideal pitch deck structure, a way to model your financial portfolio with using a template for presentations. So quite a few different areas there in terms of the startup lessons, which you can use for your presentations. Now, of course, here we have the popular as well. You've got basic, startups, business, marketing, academic, and sales. Now, say I wanted or I like one of the presentation templates I seen. All I would need to do is select view. That gives me an overview, of course, of what the presentation will be like. Now I can preview that as well, and it'll give me a full block screen. As you could see, so that's the full block screen there, and pretty much just flick through it. Of course, it's got some transitions as well, and just an overall presentation look. You can see how very modernized it looks compared to, of course, any of the other platforms that you would use, such as PowerPoint. So that's the overview. Now you can choose to like that as well, and you can go ahead and come back to the actual template itself once you've liked it, and of course you can choose to unlike it. Now, as I said, if you are happy with using the actual template, all you need to do is select use this template. Now this will bring you to your own area now on creating the actual template itself. Now we can name this for the meantime, I'll just name it test. I could undo that actually and redo that. That's where I would undo and redo area. I can add new slides, so it's not just the slides that are here. Of course, I could choose to add more slides if I wanted to. Now you have the option of doing that within here or within the bottom area here on the left side. So there's two options on actually adding new slides. Now, if I wanted to edit a section, all I need to do is just select edit, of course, and I can modify and view the properties as well. Tweak everything if I wanted to. So say if I wanted to move that all the way here, I can go ahead and do so, select done, and that'll give me a portion of that screen within the background, like so. I can choose to insert new parts as well. So if I wanted to add some text, I can go ahead and add some text. Even a code snippet if I wanted to as well. And on top of that, I can add some media, which would be a video, some audio, photo. Now with the video as well, you can paste in a URL with YouTube, Vimeo. So that's a way to actually add and introduce videos. Now the reason why you should, or I should encourage you to use Slidebean is more the fact that everything isn't messy, it's all in one area. Now, as I've stated there, where I'm able to apply media there for adding a video, I can go ahead and add a video. That means I don't have to click on links, exit out of the actual presentation and onto a URL where it loads up, takes time. This is just going to be a video straight off the bat with no issues. I'll go ahead and delete the hello world there. And having this sort of application or presentation pretty much just means that there's no interruptions during your presentation. Now, as well as that, say you weren't feeling the colors of the current layout, I can go ahead and change that if I wanted to. So I can pick my theme. So there's my theme there, or the palette, the color palettes. So currently it's at travel. I can change that to pumpkin if I wanted to. That completely changes everything. Phoenix as well, sapphire. As you can see how it's changing within the different colors there. If I select pumpkin, you can see that it's changed to a different color as well. So there's a couple of options for that. Now I can change the fonts if I wanted to. So at the minute it's at Brandon. And of course I could change that to Helvetica and I could use it for all. Or for Fright. We'll go back to Brandon, however. So on top of that as well, with the fonts and themes, I can outline the design. So this is the current design, as you could see with the first slide, where I can select an image. I can caption that image as well. B and B. We'll just do this. Okay, so once I've outlined that design, it sort of just gives an outline on the bottom for the caption. Now I can contain that as well. I can have a full circle. There's a lot of just ways to go ahead and modify and change up the presentation without any hassle. So another cool little feature there is the actual animation as well. So you can preview the animation and how it looks. And there's a presenter view as well. So depending how I have this, I could snap that to the grid, of course. And that's how it looks. So it's just pretty much made easy in terms of when you're doing the animation, what sort of areas you want to view first. So of course I would want the Airbnb first, and let's just say if I hover over this, just click and drag to step 2, and then for this one as well, I would like to redo the position on that one. We'll go back to animation, and we can have that for here. Of course the images would be set to first. Now if I go ahead and preview that, and I go next, you could see that the Airbnb goes first, and then I'm able to see the Airbnb pitch deck. Now, of course, I could do it like this as well. So that means the Airbnb pops up first and the image. You got the square block and the Airbnb pitch deck. So quite a lot of creative ways that you could go about it. Now, the animation is on the PowerPoint as well. However, using this just makes it a load easier. Of course, you've got your background styles that you can add in also, and you can insert, as I said, a couple of different areas such as charts, shapes, media, and text. Now everything is within a saved file on the cloud, so you don't need to worry about losing anything as it does autosave. Now you've got share, export, embed folders, pretty much the lot for when you're sharing your presentation or exporting your presentation, foldering it up. There's other ways to do it. Of course, you can redesign the existing presentation as well. But of course, redesigning your presentation means, of course, you have to talk to the sales team and get them to do it. So going through the plans, of course, the subscription that I have at the minute is within a basic. Now, this is a free account. Of course, what I have is unlimited presentation capabilities. I've got the startup checklist for progress tracking. Now, if I do select the upgrade now, I can go ahead and go for the all access, which is at $228 yearly. I can select that plan where I'll have the share and export your presentations. I can track views and activities in your slides, browse 30,000 investor contacts, investor CRM, track conversations with investors. So there's quite a few things that you can have with an all access for the year. Now, of course, the basic does its thing as well. You can have free startup lessons, you can create unlimited presentations, free document templates, but the only issue is that you can't share and export your presentations, so it has to remain on Slidebean. But other than that, you're able to do the presentation, so you'll not really lose anything. Only if you want to do it for one time, then you're able to create and showcase your presentation. Now, if you are wanting to do the 228 access, Slidebean does integrate a variety of third-party tools, and this is like Google Drive, you got Dropbox and Slack, and that just means that you can easily import and export content from the other tools, making it easier to share and create your presentations. So that's something maybe you want to take into account. So just finishing off with the video, I just wanted to go back to the actual homepage and show you guys some of the examples that they had to show. So these are actually the templates for financial model templates. These are some of the budget spreadsheet that people find the best to use. Of course, that's how it would look in terms of the financial model templates. Now with the pitch deck templates, which we looked at earlier on, that's some of the examples there. And of course, we've got the presentation templates, as you can see here. And of course, you could load more templates and have a look at them. But guys, that pretty much reaches the end of the video. Of course, this is one of those applications and tools that would be great, especially if you want to maybe up the game, up the level of creating a more audience-friendly presentation. So guys, if you have any questions at all regarding the video, please do let me know in the comment section below. But other than that, I'll see you guys for the next one. Thank you very much, and thanks for watching.